Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the New England Patriots. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, 30 base. Oh, here we go. Oh. Go. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Topper! Look at me. Zip 2.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. All day, baby, all day. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. All day. All day.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense when the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys. Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
At their 49-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Second and 9 now. Going right side here, and that's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Let's go now.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. Dunlap. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Completes it to Watt. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit.
Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone for an Oakland touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Check three.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. They'll set up a throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Check your hot read. Kill.
Greystone, travel.
He's coming.
Look, squeeze.
Coming, double up. Slap.
Hard. Hey, Charlie. Get it.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Now the try here for the extra point. And he knocks it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And it's a fumble. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
64,
Looking to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. It's complete to Watt. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On 2nd down, Dunlap. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 3-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Nicole Hardman, the intended target.
At the 13-yard line.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shoot.
On 1st down, Dunlap. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready.
At the 12-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
13. Patriots 7.
Down. 10 over. General West.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
57
They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
6-6, pull it high. 36, 36. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Check it back.
Now back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll run on first down. Dunlap. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 31.
They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll drop to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll drop to throw. Oh, that it sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Ready.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
61, matchbox lights.
94 is the mark. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hey, high 7.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Go.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
2nd and 13. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 23 yards, the final tally. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
The extra point splits the uprights, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
152 fighter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. Spinning past him.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready?
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Now.
They'll set up to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It got his man complete. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit.
Hey, Delta.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Yeah.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. In for the score. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
You got tight right there.
Hey, Alpha.
They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the 45-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, Echo.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Rip left, rip left.
Hey, get it.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Go. Hey, Haywood.
57, Mike 57. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, let's go.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Kill.
Hey, exit. Yep. Ready.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. I'm coming after you. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Hey,
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 21. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Completes it to Watt. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
X3, 218, chop.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. On second down now, Dunlap. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. 94.
Hey, drop 2.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Completes it to Hardman. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, wahoo!
Whip. Watch the whip.
Looking to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
Hey, high 7.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Get it.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Ready.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Box drop. Go.
Banjo. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Right here.
94. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for Patriots. First down.
Here we go, here we go.
First and 10 at the
Gator.
29-yard line.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
94 is the mark. I don't think you got it, son.
5.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Gone.
Coming. Switch, man.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
At the 16-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, seam 6.
Coming my way. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Hit it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. On first down, Dunlap. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a ball.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Watch left. Snap.
They'll run on first down. Dunlap. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here, and that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete. This is Lewis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the Raiders' 22-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Now
they try the right side here. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
3 down, 3 down.
Go.
94 is the mark. Check pass. 94 is the mark. 94 is
Get it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, it goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Got it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 9 on the carry there, but they'll be left still with a 3rd and long situation. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I know we can't do a mind meld and really know exactly what he was thinking, but I didn't see an open receiver there. Maybe, possibly, he did that on purpose and just overthrew him.
Yeah, coverage was good, so maybe indeed that was another way to throw it away, if you will. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. On first down, Dunlap. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Watt. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. They'll run on first down. Dunlap. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
On 3rd down, Dunlap. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here we go, here we go. 94 is the mark, 94 is the mark. Check tight, check tight, check tight. 94 is the mark.
Hey, Charlie.
Coming to you, coming to you. 94 is the mark, 94 is the mark. I'm here all day.
Ready?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
94 is the mark, 94 is the mark. I know he ain't got it. 94.
Hey, Haywood.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Hey,
they'll set up a throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
14 moving. 14 moving.
Yes, yes.
Check out route.
Deep grip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.